was a closely watched meeting between the president and Governor DeSantis, who are often foes. So how did it go?
Well, I would say that this was a cordial meeting between the two, and that's something to be expected because obviously the citizens of Florida come first. And of course, we have that pivotal election coming up in November, but a lot of people here in the Fort Myers Beach area not really thinking about November. Instead, they're more focused on survival. William Waters is trudging through what remains of his Fort Myers Beach home after Ian's storm surge trashed the place.
That's how high the water was, about 6 feet.
Almost everything here is soaked, broken, or missing.
I'm so sorry. It was a tough one to come back to, buddy.
He's now one of the many victims searching for help from state and federal authorities, which until recently were butting heads over immigration policy, race and gender education, or inflation. But President Joe Biden and Governor Ron DeSantis appeared to put aside their political rivalry Wednesday, shaking hands during Biden's visit to Lee County. The president also toured damaged coastal homes and businesses by air and later met with impacted Floridians before a brief press conference.
I'm sure it's much worse on the ground, but you can see a whole hell of a lot of the damage from the air.
Biden vowed to work with DeSantis, a potential 2024 challenger, and other state Republicans to keep federal aid flowing, saying recovery comes first.
Today, we have one job, and only one job, and that's to make sure the people of Florida get everything that they need to fully, thoroughly recover. We're one of the few nations in the world that, on a basis of a crisis we face, we're the only nation that comes out of it better than we went into it.
Comments follow an expansion of Florida's disaster declaration greenlit by the president earlier in the day. Floridians getting another 30 days of federal funds for debris removal.
And it ain't smelling too good either because I got a freezer full of meat.
Dollars Will may need to take advantage of because to him it's not about who's in power, but who has the power to help.
We're on survival mode here. You know, we're not really getting political or anything like that. It's friends helping out friends right now, and, you know, as it should be.
Now let's talk again about that November election, because obviously one of the big concerns is whether or not people are going to be able to go vote. So the Secretary of State for the state of Florida, Cord Byrd, has been in contact with a lot of the counties, the supervisors around the state in those impacted areas. And what he's telling us is that they are working on contingencies, coming up with plans, potentially extensions for filing to vote, just different options that they can do to ensure that those who want to vote are able to. That is the latest out here. I'll send it back to you.